Hello and welcome. It's Amanda Godfrey here from Mystical Dragon. Just here with another little video for you. And since it's the new moon today, I thought how appropriate just to do a little video to help talk through the new moon spell that I have shared in a separate post. So today's spell that I've shared is my frog money spell. Being that it is a Taurus new moon today, I thought that it was a great spell, which I have shared before but never done a video on before. So I thought it'd be great to share with you. So for this spell, you will need a small plate. Now this is my little setup that I have here on my altar at home, and I actually have really quite a small plate that I use, but you could use a larger one. It'll partly depend on the size of your frog that you have that might be available to you. So you do want a frog statue preferably. Mine's a little jade one here that I've got that I picked up quite a few years ago now. But whatever kind of little frog statue that you have at home, or alternatively you could actually use, you could print off a picture of a frog and add it there, or you could use some crystals that are connected to abundance. So something like your citrine, your jade, or your pyrite would be ideal substitutes as well. Or elephants, especially with their trunks up, is another animal that has a connection to abundance there that you could substitute. We also want some coins, which you can see here. I find that foreign coins are particularly connected to money and wealth and abundance for magic. And also we want the herbs nutmeg, cinnamon and clove. And I've purposely picked some herbs that you should be able to get quite easily. If you don't have at home, you could just pick up from the supermarket. And a mortar and pestle as well, particularly if you have the clove that you need to crush. Otherwise, you could just use a small bowl to be able to mix your herbs together and put some of your power and intent into. So the first step, of course, is going to be to combine your herbs in a mortar and pestle, or combine it in your bowl. So it's really important with your powder to put your energy into it, and also to put the energy and intent of money and manifesting money and drawing the money in. So thinking about what you would do with money if you had it, and seeing the bills paid and those sorts of things while you empower your powder. You can see I've already got some sprinkled here on my plate. Then we want to place our coins around on the plate, so they go underneath our frog and around our plate. It's up to you. You can start with just like one or two coins on your plate if you like. Across the weeks with doing this spell, you would add more to it. So it's up to you how many you're happy to start with, and I suppose partly that will come down to the size of your plate as well and what you have on hand. It doesn't matter. I find gold coins or foreign coins are the best, but if you've only got silver, use that because it will still represent the money to help bring that in for you. So once we've placed our coins, we want to pop our frog on the top in the middle preferably, and we sprinkle some of our money powder that we've created with our 3 herbs. We just sprinkle that over the top, so you can see my plate's got, well, not too much of a coating because I wanted you to be able to see all my coins and everything quite clearly for the video, but you could do a little bit thicker than that if you wanted to. But it is a spell that we can do more than once, so you will add to it as you go along. So you might decide you don't want to go too heavy at first. So we also set our little frog up so that he faces the door preferably, and really you want to try and aim for a door. Like here in my home, he actually faces our front door because he's drawing the wealth in through the door. So we really want him to be facing, even if it's not necessarily like the front door, the door that perhaps you could walk through to go to the front door. So whatever door or doorway is most appropriate to help draw that energy into your home is going to be the best door for him to be facing. So it's not a matter of northwest, south, east. It's not a matter of direction. It's just a matter of trying to draw that money in through your door to come into the home and into your pocket, of course. So we want to use the same visualization, and really when you do your visualization with your powder and once it's all set up, you really want to take time to focus your energy on that visualization. So like I said, seeing in your mind's eye, what would I do with the money if it was flowing into the house? Feeling what that would feel like. Maybe having an affirmation that you want to work with and repeat as well. Something like money comes easily, or whatever affirmation or clear statement connected to money that you feel happy with, that you can just repeat easily. And you want to take several minutes to do this. So both when you're creating your powder and putting that energy and intent into it, I always think it's good to even charge up your frog. You can charge up all aspects of your spell with that visualization and that intent, but also especially once the whole lot is put through. And it's nice just to do that with your hands not too far away from your plate, to be able to send that energy down. So your palms are sending that energy, palms facing down towards your frog, to send that energy down into your plate and into your frog. And then you can leave your spell to work. Now, we don't want to obsess too much about our poor little plate and our frog throughout the days and weeks ahead. I recommend touching base with him about once a week, and you can sprinkle more powder over the top and do your hands over the top, charging him with extra energy and intent and visualization. But try not to obsess about him outside of that, because one of the big things with money manifesting is we need to be able to let our intent go so universe can work with it. And so if we become obsessed about it, we don't actually give universe an opportunity to work with our intent and to work with what we're asking for, because we're too busy holding on to it and we're not letting it go enough. So it's okay to see it and, you know, maybe put a smile on your face and think all those positive thoughts connected to money. Even if money is, you know, you're feeling really negative about money at the moment, you've got to try and let how you're feeling on a negative level go and just focus to the what ifs. What if the money was flowing in? What would that look like? What would that feel like? What would it feel like to have all the bills paid and to be reassured that everything looks good and we're moving ahead? So that's a really important part of any spell, but particularly money spells. I find people struggle with that, and so it's just worth mentioning. Plus, of course, also after we've done a money spell and we've let that intent go, we really need to kind of have the blinkers off and be open to opportunities that universe will bring for us. So universe might suddenly, you know, work might offer you some extra shifts, or you might find some money in the car park that you weren't expecting, or there might be a refund that comes in or a discount that gets offered to you. Money comes in many ways, so we have to take the blinkers off and stop thinking about that it needs to come in a lotto winning or just land on my lap as this beautiful big sum of money. As much as we would like it to come in that way, it often doesn't come in that way. But if you are open to the opportunities and you're observant and you're grateful and you thank universe for each and every one of those money opportunities that come through, you'll be amazed at the snowball effect that will start to happen, and there will be, you know, money will start to flow for you, and things will all move forward on a positive level. So I'm really sending out lots of new moon, happy vibes and abundant vibes to everybody, and I really hope you have a go at doing the frog money spell today or even tomorrow. It will still be effective to do tomorrow if you don't get a chance to do it today, but I hope that it brings you every success and all the abundance that you're hoping for. Blessed be.